Welcome to our thrift flipping lesson 1, buying and growing of market. Buying is the first thing to discuss in this lesson. Where, what, and what quantity are the main questions to ask yourself when you're buying stock for selling. A question of where is the easiest to answer. Depending on where you are in the country, you can find where to buy very easily. As you know that you can find thrift in literally any marketplace. Lusaka especially is by far the easiest. It has a lot of places to buy. Literally every market has clothes, jewelry, and shoes being sold. When I started, usually I used to buy from chilenje market as well as Kamwala market. But as time went on and the rise of quality and demand went up, so did where I got my stock. I began to get my stock from in town, just around the streets of town and near city market, the area near city market there. And in Kamwala market as well, that did not change. The choice was made mainly because I found that what I wanted in these places and the cost of transport was a lump sum because the destination was all the same. So now it all depends on where you're located to decide what you buy. If I was to give you like a glimpse, let me try to just switch apps here. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically the Google Maps view of Lusaka. If I zoom in here, you can see where I'm zooming into, just here on Lusaka Livingstone Road. There where you're seeing Zambezi Brain, that area, it's going upward. This whole part here, just in between Zambezi Road and that other small road there. Then you reach City Market here, around this area as well, just between Lumumba and that other small road, before you reach the final T-junction there. This area here especially is where I get most of my stock because they have good quality and good pricing, all in all. I think we can move on now to the question of what to buy. Really depends on the capital you have, because to be honest, as long as it looks good and it's good quality, it's going to sell to people. Now there are 3 things to consider when you're looking at what to sell. The 3 things that you can consider as the first is the low range budget. The low range budget is maybe when you have a low amount of capital, the things that you can buy are shirts, caps, shorts, socks, and jewelry. The mid-range budget, this one covers things like trousers, classic jerseys, denim shorts, nylon pants, sweatpants, and jewelry. That's for a mid-range budget. Then if we move on to a high-range budget, here you can buy hoodies, sweaters, jeans, cargo pants, carpenter pants, and jewelry. Take note that jewelry is at every level, mainly because there are types of jewelry for different prices. Rings for low price, bracelets for medium range, chains and necklaces for high prices. But it's also very important to keep to your budget. That's the main part of this. The importance is to keep to your budget when buying. So that's all for the question of buy on that, those 3 on how you'll be buying. The next thing we'll look at, and the final thing, is the what quantity. The what quantity is really governed by 4 factors. These 4 factors being the size, the color, the quality, and the price. When you talk about the size, you can't expect to buy small sizes like for babies and expect mothers to buy from you, because mothers don't really shop online. They usually go to malls to buy things for their toddlers and whatnot. Then you look at the color. You can't buy a nylon green, neon green sweatpant and even nylon green sweatpants and expect someone to buy from you unless they've made an order for them. There's no one who's going to buy those. Then the quality. You can buy 10 things of good quality and be able to resell them well, rather than buying about 30 things which quality isn't all that and have them just laying there, staying with you for I don't know how long until someone's desperate to come and buy them. Then we look at the price. The price, as I've said 10 10 things of good quality better than 20 or 30 things of poor quality. When you look at the price, we can look at how much you're buying the things. Because you end up buying 3 things, 3 cargo pants and maybe 1 hoodie, and all your money is gone. And people need options when they come to check out what you're selling. They need options. They need to say that, okay, this guy has this. They have all this stock for me. Let me choose from these. They have to be able to decide for themselves that let me choose. So when it comes to the price, I'm not saying go for the cheapest thing, but go for something that's close, that can make your budget fit around it. That's what you have to look at when you're looking at the price. Then also, when you look at the budget, I emphasize on this a lot because the budget is very important. You just have to make sure that things fall align with your budget, because you have a goal and you have to reach that goal. You have to restock with this amount, restock with it. Otherwise, you may end up walking home if your budget isn't all that in order. And now I think we can go to the second part of this lesson, which is growing of market. Growing of market is really interesting topic because growing of market is the hardest to do, but as time goes, it becomes easy. What will help you grow your market is basically recommendations. So make sure you handle your posts with a nice format and also be consistent with updates. Be it post, status updates, or any form of content. Sharing of links before and after restocking and showing deliveries and customer reviews are very important because these help you grow your market. When you do these things, it helps attract people. It helps make them say that, okay, let me go to their page, I see what they have in stock. They see that you constantly post updates. And even the way these social media apps work is that they have an algorithm whereby if you are constantly posting, use hashtag, they're constantly posting. They have page settings that will help you grow your page. You'll find your post on someone's explore page and stuff like that, which is very helpful all in all. So when it comes to growing your market, it starts slow. You can't expect to just boom instantly. It starts slow. As time goes, the market will grow. And soon enough, you can even people will be even asking you to advertise for them. They say, no, I have this, can you post for me? Or this is happening, can you post for me? Yeah, they'll be asking you. What happens when you grow your market? But at first, it may be slow. At first, you can just tell your friends, share this link for me, do this for me. They accept, they share. It helps as well. That simple stuff helps. And all in all, lesson 2 speaks on some of these things that help grow one's market. The next lesson helps explain. So stick around and check out what lesson 2 is saying.